Overview of SAS. The Self-Assessment System SAS in Malaysia, introduced in 2005, shifts the responsibility to tax calculation and payment to taxpayers, while its aim to improve efficiency. Many small business owners or petty tenders struggle with the system due to limited knowledge and difficulty in maintaining record. This often leads to mixed feelings and incorrect tax payment, risking penalties. To improve SAS, simplifying the tax process and providing better support for small business, like education program or use-friendly tools is key. This will help ensure better compliance and makes the tax system more accessibility for everyone.
In our communities, small traders are the heartbeat of local markets, but behind their daily hustle, they face big challenges, especially with paying taxes. Did you know about half of these traders don't know about the self-assessment tax system? So because of this, over 50% have never filed a tax return before. So this shows that many are struggling to follow the tax rules. Most traders, about 85%, find that tax form is too hard to understand. They say the language is too technical and asks for too much information. On top of that, nearly 80% didn't know about the tax benefits and deductions that could help they save the money. Many traders also don't keep their proper business record. In fact, 67% don't keep record for the required 7 years, which make them easy targets for tax audits. Between 2003 and 2005, number of people didn't pay the tax jumped from about 25,000 to the nearly 240,000. Small traders who mostly use cash are often checked by tax officials because it's hard to prove their income. Many also believe their earnings are too low to be taxed, leading to unintentional mistakes. So, how can we fix this? One idea is to make tax simpler by having a flat rate, which is 7% on total sales to small traders. And we can also giving rewards to tax agents who help these traders could also improve tax filing. Finally, using flexible penalties that consider a person's education level, financial situations, and past tax history could encourage more people to comply. By making taxes easier and fairer, we can support small traders and help our communities grow stronger.
The self-assessment system has both benefits and drawbacks. One of the biggest advantages is that it makes tax collection faster and more efficient. Since taxpayers assess their own tax, the government can focus on other areas such as enforcement and policy improvement. Another strength is that it reduces the burden on tax authorities because they do not have to assess each taxpayer individually. However, there are several weaknesses in the system. Many taxpayers do not understand how to calculate their tax correctly, while accountants and business may have the necessary knowledge. Small business owners and petty traders often do not. This leads to mistake tax reporting and payment. Another issue is that tax audit can be stressful and difficult for petty traders, especially since they often lack proper financial record. Another problem is that the penalties for non-compliant can be very harsh. Some taxpayers may accidentally make mistakes when filing their tax, but they are still given the same penalty as those who intentionally avoid paying tax. This makes the system seem unfair to many small business owners. Furthermore, self-assessment system does not consider the different financial capabilities of taxpayers. Wealthy individuals and large corporations can hire professionals to handle their tax, but small business owners often cannot afford such services. This creates an imbalance where certain groups of taxpayers find compliance easier than others.
Let me explain to you 6 recommendation to improve SAS in Malaysia. Firstly, tax education must be improved. Many taxpayers do not know how to file their taxes correctly. The government should introduce educational programs such as workshops to help them understand about tax. Moreover, schools and universities should also introduce tax literacy program in their curriculum to prepare future taxpayers, just like us learning taxation in diploma. Second, tax form must be simpler. By using easy to understand language and providing clear instruction, it can help taxpayer to fill out form correctly. For the third point, I think the government should introduce a special tax system for small traders, such as flat tax rate for businesses that earn less than 300 ringgit per year. For the next point is penalties must be fair. What does it mean? Before deciding on a punishment, the government must consider about the taxpayer history and the education level. Why? It is because it is not fair to give same penalties to everyone. Other than that, tax authorities should offer flexible payment options to help small business owners to meet their tax obligation without financial strain. And last but not least, the government should provide more support tax agents who help small businesses file their tax returns.
In conclusion, the self-assessment system SAS was introduced to improve the efficiency and fairness of tax collection in Malaysia. While the system aims to encourage taxpayers to take responsibility for their own tax filing, many small business owners and petty traders struggle to comply. This is mainly due to a lack of understanding of the system, complicated tax form, and poor record-keeping practices. As a result, they often face difficulties in fulfilling their tax obligation, which may lead to penalty and unnecessary stress. To solve this problem, the government should simplify tax forms, improve tax education, introduce fairer penalties, and offer more support to small business owners. By making these changes, Malaysia can create a fair and efficient tax system that benefits both taxpayers and the government.